What's up, guys? Brendan from Market Makers. It is 9 a.m. Sunday morning. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody. Let's look at the Bitcoin price action. So what's happening from here? Are we going up? Are they sending us to the moon? Are we going to 40K? Or are we just rolling around? Or are we dumping? Right? That's the price action. Guys, Discord link in the video description. It's free all week. That started yesterday. Our trade signals, our trading rooms, all of our TA, our Discord exclusives, it's all free. You can just join. You don't need to put payment information. See if it's worth it to you. If you like it, we hope you stay. We have an awesome community with over 200 people that are regular members. We think you'll love it. Come check it out. Let's go into Bitcoin. All right, so what happened last night, guys? We had price action go here. We had the double top form. I called the double top yesterday right about here, right? I said, looks like we're going to have a double top, which we did. We got the double top. The price did fall, right? It fell down here. We had a neckline. It touched a neckline and retraced, and then they reversed it with this candle, right? So if you were shorting Bitcoin, we had a trade in our futures entries. If you're shorting Bitcoin, it didn't get there. However, if you shorted some of the alts, such as Engine Coin, it got there. You could have made some profit on Engine Coin depending where you took it, because Engine Coin not only was following Bitcoin, but it also made a head and shoulders or a triple Buddha, right? So you got this nice drop from it depending where you entered your short. If you entered here, you got a nice drop. If you waited for Bitcoin to break the neckline, then you didn't get the drop. You just got consolidation chop. So crypto has been very disappointing as far as trade completion, right? It just hasn't been following what we wanted. It's been following what we wanted to do, just not to completion, not the pattern completion. So let's look at the 1 hour. So what are we doing now? Are we making any shapes? You know, making the shape, as everybody understands, is only half the battle. You have to have pattern completion, right? You have to break a neckline. So Bitcoin is making a shape right now in the 1 hour. I do 80% of my trading on 1 hour. It's easy to spot patterns. So you have your left shoulder, you have your head. You're at a support level right now of 34.3. If price rolls back down, right? If it comes down, even if it comes up, it can come up or down, just not break this peak, you can make a shoulder. So you can have price come back up like this, make a shoulder, come back down, and you'll get a neckline from that, right? You get a neckline depending where that shoulder forms, and if you break that neckline again, you have a dump, right? So it's making shapes. Why is it making shapes? Because of the volume of where we're at, the resistance where we're at, right? So let's look at some different support and resistance levels with volume. We see the hard support level here of GAN, square 9, we're at 34.3. We're consolidating on it. Can we hold it? Let's look at some different things here. So we have our volume volatility. This is a 34-day look back period, meaning it's an EMA number, 34 trading days. We're at decent support level here. See, you always look for confluence with indicators, right? So you got good support level here, but if you get a selling rush, you're going to fall. You don't even need to fall. Remember, you just need to go up and make a shoulder and just not defeat this peak, right? And so this is your very thin volume. So there is a very good probability we can make some type of shoulder. The question is, can we get enough selling velocity to drop and break the neckline? That's what you have to watch. So if I'm entering trades, I'm waiting, because of how Bitcoin's acting this weekend, I'm definitely waiting closer to confirmation of breaking the neckline, right? I'm not entering a trade here assuming we're going to make a shoulder and then get some type of velocity, because Bitcoin's not cooperating. It doesn't want to cooperate. They don't want it to drop yet. Let's look at the GAN fan. See how this lines up, right? GAN fan is very similar to a fib fan, but this works off of GAN calculations. I find it to be highly accurate, just like the GAN support levels, right? So I use it all the time. I use a lot of the GAN products. He was a mathematical genius. So what we have here, look at the hard resistance line. This is the heavy red line, right? That's hard resistance. And where's price struggling? At the hard resistance line. These are all these dotted red lines are thinner resistance lines. Your strong support is down here, right? So that's where your shoulder is. So you could easily see with the hard resistance, if you get rejected, you keep hitting your head here at the 34.3, and on this hard resistance line, you're going to roll and you're going to have some price movement up and down. You could easily make a shoulder. So we're going to watch this head and shoulders this weekend, or today, I should say. We're going to watch this today and see what happens. So that's the GAN. What else do I want to show you? Let's look at Ichi Cloud. What are we seeing for Ichi? Well, we're on a support cloud because the price is elevated, right? If you look at this, Ichi's building you a support cloud because of the fact that price has been elevated off these pumps. So you're right close to the peak of your cloud now. So this is, again, all the confluence of indicators here, these are all lining up to show that basically you're at support level, right? So I don't see it without a pump. I mean, if they pump it, they pump it, right? But if without a pump, you've made your peak. You're at a volume level that's not supported. You have Ichi here. You have GAN hard resistance. You're at a support level now. Again, with a pump, you can move up. If you don't pump, it looks likely that you're going to roll down. You're going to roll down to support, whether you're looking at Ichi, whether you're looking at the GAN support levels, and when you're looking at the resistance levels. So the likelihood of making this shoulder is very likely, right? So you can come down, you can come back up, make a shoulder, and you have a head and shoulders. But you got to crack that line. You got to crack that neckline. So you just have to watch the shape form, okay? Let's look at the 4 hour. Was there any other indicators here? GAN square. Let's look at the guppy. The guppy is going to show a lot of buying, obviously, because what have we been doing? We've been pumping. So yeah, you can see on the guppy, and this is the 1 hour time frame. Now you got some market indecision here. That's the gray area. That means the buying is lightening up, right? But if you look at the trend for the weekend, it's been a lot of buying. That's just the way it's been playing out, right? Look at these are all from pumps. You see the pumps, you see the uptrend, and here's your downtrend, and now we've been in an uptrend. And again, for that market reversal, guys, I was talking about we got to be above 35.2. We got to have the 200 and 233 below us and not make shapes. We're still in that phase where we're making shapes. So this is a market indecision time. Is the market reversing? I don't know, because we're making shapes. So if we're making shapes, the probability of falling is always there. And are we going to completely reverse? If you wanted me to put a percentage on it, I'd say the likelihood is that we're not reversing at this juncture. Again, I gave you that bullish scenario in the last two videos. This is a 4 hour time frame. Here's your 200, here's your 233. You got to be above 35.2, and you got to not make shapes, okay? And because if you make shapes and you break necklines, you fall back down. And so you can see on the 4 hour time frame a lot of the same things, right? So you have you're still resting on resistance. The 233 and the 200 are below you, but you don't have a lot of volume up here. We're looking at the Ichi. Yeah, I mean, this is a very thin support cloud for trading purposes. It's starting to build a fatter cloud. Let's see if we can tell if we're going to fall down from here. Let's get rid of, what do we want to show all this? We don't need that Ichi right now. We looked at that, the other one. Let's look at the volume volatilities. We're well above the 34-day trading average for volume, right? So again, this can easily fall down and make a shape. You can't see the shapes as well in the 4 hour because, again, it takes 4 1 hour candles to equal 1 4 hour candle, right? So you can check different trading periods. Obviously, with the volume, I use a 34 for a mid length. You can check a 21. Obviously, if you're above the 34, you're going to be above the 21, right? You can check a 55. We're resting right on the volume on 55, which makes sense. Again, confluence of indicators, right? So you're resting on a support level again. You're resting at the very peak of volume on the 55-day trading average. So again, I see us making a shape. Do we have velocity to break the neckline? I don't know. That's why we have to watch it. I mean, you can always get these pumps, guys. It is Sunday. You can get a pump. You can also just get a dump. It just depends what they want to do with the price. And it's unfortunate because it's one of those situations where you want some market clarity, right? You want to say, hey, so are we going up or going down? And that's not something you can easily discern by looking at the indicators right now, because the indicators are essentially saying, hey, price and volume are maxed out, but volume is low. So you can send it up or you can send it down. If they don't do anything, we're going to roll down. If they want to inflate the price some more, they can easily inflate the price some more. So it's a market indecision time. So it's just something that you have to watch, right? So if we want to look at, let's look at the fear index crypto. It was 21, I think, on Friday, Saturday. Well, it's 27 now, okay? So this is peak fear. 27 is really high. So you're at peak fear essentially. And so nobody. Okay, so this is another way to look at it. If the fear index is almost peak fear, are you buying here at 34.3? If you're fearful of the market condition, are you buying? I can tell you the answer is no. Are you selling? That's a 50-50 question. If you're fearful it's going to dump, you might sell. If you don't know, you're probably just holding, right? So there may not be a whole lot of movement. Again, this is the 1 hour. It looks like we're dropping already. You see this? It looks like we're dropping to make our shoulder. So just watch this for the head and shoulder pattern. Understand you're at peak fear. This to me means we're dumping, okay? The way I read this is we're going to dump as long as I don't pump. We're going to dump without a pump, okay? That's kind of easy to say, but that's where we're at in the marketplace, guys. So I'll update you later today when I see some price movement. But just take a look at this, watch the shape, watch the head and shoulders, look for a neckline break. If they invalidate the pattern again and they pump it up like they did on the double top, you'll know that, they're still controlling the price for the day. So be as it may, we're kind of in a watch and wait mode. Guys, check out our Discord, support the channel. Please like the video, please subscribe, send it out to the universe, the cryptoverse, the YouTube verse. I appreciate all your support, guys. Have a great Sunday with your friends and family, and another update coming soon.